He was who he was and needed the women that he was with to represent him in a certain way. But would he have been different if I could have said, "Don't do that. I don't like it"? At the age of 78, veteran star Sally Field shocked the public when in a conversation with Variety, she revealed that there were 7 male actors who made her long so much that she was ready to let them do anything. That list included not only legendary screen icons, but also men with complicated private lives, from one whose wife left him because of excessive needs to another who was entangled in multiple affairs despite being married, and even a legend rumored to share unusual curiosity with fellow actors. It was precisely those darker shades that turned them into irresistible attractions, leaving Sally both trembling and longing. So, who exactly were the men who stirred her heart? And did Sally have to pay any price for getting close to such controversial figures? Chapter 1. James Garner, the gentleman who pulled Sally Field into a whirlwind of emotions. In America's eyes, James Garner was always the symbol of elegance. A loyal gentleman married to Lois Clark since 1956. Yet behind that seemingly calm household was a string of rumors that shook Hollywood many times. Those contradictions explained why Sally Field, usually so private, openly admitted there were moments when she just wanted to be with Garner, even if only for a single night. Back in 1963, during the filming of The Great Escape in Germany, the Daily Mail unexpectedly published blurred photos showing Garner leaving Bierhof Hotel in Munich several times with supporting actress Elga Anderson. At the time, Garner was praised as America's model husband, so the news stunned audiences. MGM had to hold a press conference while Garner calmly told reporters, "I just went out for dinner." Don't exaggerate, but European tabloids quickly fired back with biting headlines, "The Decent American Gentleman." Not exactly. In 1971, just as things seemed to calm down, Hollywood was rocked again by an investigation from the Los Angeles Free Press. Journalist Joe Hames claimed he had received a handwritten letter from a Chateau Marmont hotel staffer, accusing Garner of meeting singer-actress Connie Stevens in secret late at night. Garner's management denied it immediately, but weeks later, CBS's 60 Minutes reignited the story, shaking his image as the perfect man. By the 1980s, the rumors grew even stronger. During the 1985 filming of Murphy's Romance in Arizona, the crew whispered about the strange chemistry between Garner and Sally Field. Rex Reed from the New York Post recalled that in one scene, Garner hugged Sally so long the director had to cut 3 times. The crew laughed, but Sally blushed uncontrollably. A lighting technician told Entertainment, "Tonight, I've never seen Sally lose composure like that." Clearly, something beyond the script was happening. Things didn't stop there. In August that year, the National Enquirer cited anonymous sources claiming Garner and Sally secretly drove to the Biltmore Hotel in Phoenix late at night. Though no photos surfaced, the rumor was enough to fuel non-stop chatter. Some tabloids even ran blunt headlines, "Hollywood's kindest gentleman living a double life." What made the public even more curious were the whispers about Garner's endurance. Since the late 1970s, many actresses hinted he had unusually high energy. By 1986, People ran a piece titled "Iron Gentleman," alluding to his remarkable stamina. A former film assistant even said on Larry King Live, "During filming months, I'd never seen Sally laugh so much." People said Garner made women feel like they were the only one, even when the cameras stopped. For Lois Clark, his wife, it was a wound that never healed. Vanity Fair in 1995 quoted a friend saying Lois once broke down at a charity event when asked about Garner and a younger actress. Lois remained silent, but that silence only fueled curiosity. Perhaps she already knew the truth. For Sally, all the sweetness, the quiet moments behind the scenes, and the daring rumors turned Garner into an irresistible temptation. In a 1993 Los Angeles Times interview, she admitted, "Sometimes I forgot I was an actress. I just wished he wouldn't let go of me." That paradox, safe yet dangerous, made Garner, the gentleman who once tempted Sally, to give up everything. But after Garner, Sally's life crossed paths with the star who was even more explosive, reckless, and bold. Chapter 2. Burt Reynolds, the global icon who never slept alone. In the 1970s, America was almost obsessed with Burt Reynolds. With his thick mustache, mischievous eyes, cocky smile, and athletic body from years of football, he became the dream man of millions. In 1972, Cosmopolitan shocked the world with Bert's nude photo on a bearskin rug, an image still considered one of the boldest moments in magazine history. After that, Bert constantly appeared in rankings of the sexiest men alive, becoming a cultural phenomenon. But with fame came countless romantic entanglements. In 1972, the New York Post reported that Bert was seen leaving the Plaza Hotel with actress Jill Clayburgh despite his relationship with legendary singer Dinah Shore, who was 20 years older. Dinah chose silence, but the public soon gave Bert the nickname the man who never stays still. By the mid-70s, the Los Angeles Times even ran a series investigating Bert's complicated love life, listing names like Adrienne Barrow, Tammy Wynette, Catherine Deneuve, and several European models. One journalist quipped, "Bert's list of girlfriends is as long as Beverly Hills Phone book." The peak came in 1981 when the National Enquirer published photos of Bert enjoying a yacht in Miami with 3 young models. Soon after, Dinosaur left him and Bert quickly went public with blonde star Lonnie Anderson. Their 1988 wedding was dubbed Hollywood's Royal Wedding. But only a few years later, the marriage collapsed in one of the most expensive divorces. In her lawsuit, Lonnie bitterly wrote Bert's needs were too much. No woman could endure for long. Amid all that chaos, Bert met Sally Field on the set of Smokey and the Bandit in 1977. From the first days, Bert was like wildfire, restless and uncontrollable. Sally later recalled in the Los Angeles Times, "Bert had this habit of teasing me in front of the crew as if everything were a joke. Once he hugged me far longer than the script required, and the director had to yell, 'Cut!' 3 times. The crew laughed and I blushed, unsure whether to be angry or laugh along." Rumors intensified when in 1978, Rex Reed from the New York Post wrote that he saw Bert and Sally leaving the Ritz-Carlton Atlanta early morning looking casual like a couple after a long night together. The article brought weeks of media pressure. When asked, Sally only said in the Los Angeles Times, "Bert made me laugh so much I forgot myself." Her evasiveness made people believe even more. A lesser-known detail, Bert once got jealous upon hearing rumors about Sally and James Garner during Murphy's romance. A close friend told Vanity Fair in 1990. He laughed it off publicly, but over whiskey, Bert said, "I don't want anyone touching Sally but me." Hollywood whispered that Reynolds had boundless energy. Playgirl ran a 1985 feature quoting an anonymous actress, "Bert wasn't like anyone else. He could keep going until you were exhausted and addicted." These stories, combined with his charisma, made him irresistible to any woman. Sally later admitted in a rare 1986 interview standing next to Bert, "I wasn't an actress anymore, just a woman. Sometimes I really wanted to try just to know if Bert in real life was as fiery as the rumors." That confession added fuel to the fire, cementing Bert as the man who could make Sally abandon her principles even for just one night. But after Bert's blazing fire, Sally encountered a completely different kind of man. Calm, restrained, with eyes so deep they made her tremble. Chapter 3. Paul Newman. The blue eyes that made Sally want to run into his arms. I did. I had this very weird way of handling my tension at being at working with Paul. I wanted it. I wanted it out of the way I combed it. Just one look from Paul and I forgot everything. I couldn't remember my lines, not even the cameras. My heart beat like a young girl's. Sally Field confessed to the Los Angeles Times in 1994. Indeed, Newman's appearance was a rare blend of intellect and instinct. He had the composure of a scholar and the physique of a race car driver. His sharp features, piercing blue eyes, broad shoulders, and confident posture made him stand out in any crowd. People called him America's dream, while tabloids boldly declared, "No woman and not a few men could resist Newman." On the set of Absence of Malice, 1981, Newman shone brightly. Director Sidney Pollack told Variety that Sally kept losing focus just because of his gaze. A sound technician recalled, "Once Paul looked at Sally during a dialogue scene, she shook so much she had to ask for another take. That wasn't acting anymore." But Newman's magnetism wasn't limited to the screen. His private life was equally stormy. His first marriage to Jackie Whitty ended in 1958 amid scandal with rumors linking him to Natalie Wood, Grace Kelly, and even Marilyn Monroe. The New York Daily News headlined, "Hollywood's bluest eyes belong to no one woman." Even more surprising were whispers about his closeness with male colleagues. In 1955, while studying at the Actors Studio with James Dean, Life hinted the two shared a special bond, often leaving together for hours. Some classmates claimed Newman once called Dean his soul brother. In the early 60s, Newman was also rumored with Rock Hudson. Rex Reed wrote in 1962 that they often appeared together at private Beverly Hills parties. Later, Entertainment Tonight replayed an interview where a witness said, "I saw Paul and Rock playing in a pool,